All right. I'm going to move this up a little bit closer because I'm sitting right next to traffic. I already had 3 people make comments, on my jacket. But today, this is more about me doing something for Lisa, vicariously. And if I post this video early, then I will spoil my surprise, but I'm bringing stuff home to you. But on behalf of you, I got a flat white. And I got a croissant and a couple other goodies in here. We're going to give them a shot. I'm not going to eat it all because I'm not super hungry, but I think that's the best flat white I've ever had. And then got the croissant.
What's the odds to get lost?
And apparently we're going to stand right next to me and do this whole conversation. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Nice and flaky. I mean this all honesty, it's okay. Not the best. Not the worst.
Well, my mum's going to need us for lunch anyway.
Okay. So there's that.
Yeah.
When I was inside,
Do you like the restaurants?
I met this really nice girl.
It's not really expensive.
I don't know what her name was, but she was had cuts all up and down her arm. And I asked her, I said, "Do you still do that?" She said, "No, that was from being younger." So this is a morning bun. And anyway, so I was talking to her about it. She saw my jacket. And she kind of rolled her eyes a little bit. I said, "There's something neat about you." And so we started having a conversation. And she's like, "You're the first person in a long time to say anything to me about God." I've been in Dublin for a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. Okay. 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 Morning bun is bomb. Wow. Okay, that makes that croissant look stupid, to be honest with you. And then also the taxi driver that I got a ride from Dublin Airport to Dublin, the hotel. I was talking to him, and he saw my jacket. Now, he didn't ask me anything, but I noticed that he looked at it. I got a train going over my head now, so I'm going to wait a second. The elevated train's right here. So we started talking about God. He brought something up about church. So he opened the door and I walked through it. I said, "Hey, so can I ask you a few questions about church?" He said, "Absolutely." So we started talking. He's Catholic. We started talking about church and mass, and he gave me the typical, the scandals of the church type thing, and the reason why he doesn't go anymore. But he did say that he's been encouraged by some younger priests that have recently come into the priesthood. He was at a funeral, he said, a while back, and he said that he was really taken back by this young priest, that the young priest was just like anybody else. In fact, his phone started ringing when he was doing the funeral, and he just played up on it. Like, they know I'm doing a funeral, why would anybody call me? Which was hilarious, especially an Irish accent. But his comment to me was, if there are more people like that running the church would probably be a lot better off because he was down to earth. In fact, his daughter, who's 32, was at that service. And she won't go to church, but she said she would probably go to that guy's church because he was so down to earth. So he asked me what brought us into town. And I told him it was a conference and church planting conference. And I was explaining to him the difference between Catholic and Protestant, evangelical, and different theories and schools. And I was telling him about Christ Fellowship, and he goes, I don't know if I'd go to a church like that because I've been born and raised a Catholic my whole life. I said, well, you're not going to church now. What could it hurt? And he went, I never thought about that before. And so we had a nice little conversation about that too. I also asked him, I said, how come it seems like it's dirtier or more grungy lately down here? He proceeded to tell me there's a big issue with immigrants right now and all that good stuff. And I heard that before I got here. Oh, here, Lisa. There's your Christoffen. Your Cruffin. Oh my gosh, it's filled also. Let's see if I survive this. I'm really hoping that's chocolate. Sorry. Little R-rated moment there. Anyways, so I was encouraged by that. And he said he was encouraged by some of the newer priests that are coming up. I think I just got baptized by croissant or cruffin. So this is a croissant muffin with chocolate. But Lisa, this wouldn't be yours. It's too pudding-y in the middle. You would like the croissant part, which is more like the morning muffin. And yes, it's got a little bit of coffee flavor, but it's gonna be more like chocolate pudding to you. I don't think you would like it. So, in short, I've been in Dublin for an hour and a half. I've had 4 conversations. I invited the girl, her name is Stacy. I gave her my UK number. I told her she wanted to come and see what some newer churches were doing in Dublin. Give me a call because I can get plugged into some pastors that are here. So just because I'm not doing stuff for Scotland specifically, well, I am, but not directly, doesn't mean I'm going to stop working for God. His call wasn't for just Scotland. His call was for anybody that would hear. I just think about Hebrews. How can they come if they haven't heard the word? And Paul was talking about teachers and preachers at that point. And so that's just kind of what I'm doing. In the meantime, I'm going to finish enjoying the rest of my cruffin. Not all of it, though. No way. I'm already getting full.
I guess I don't have any sunglasses.
Sunglasses is barely out. It's hilarious. All right. I'm gonna go.